Hello everyone, this is Southern Belle Whisper. I hope you all are doing well today. Before I start this video, I just want to send out all of my prayers to anyone that was affected by the tornado outbreak last night, especially Missouri. It breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart to see all the destruction that a tornado causes. I remember waking up about 2 a.m. last night. See, I live in the mountains in Virginia and we usually don't get tornadoes. But I woke up about 2 a.m. and I was actually scared because I looked out my window and it was just constant lightning and wind and rain, and we were under a tornado watch, and I was actually scared. And then I woke up to the news that 21 people were killed in the tornado outbreak in Missouri, and I just couldn't imagine. I could not imagine all the heartbreak and destruction, people losing their homes, people losing their pets, people losing their family. And I just wanted to let you guys know, just in case you know of anybody or if you're a inhabitant of Missouri yourself, I just wanted to let you know that all my prayers are going out to you. So and also, before I start this video, for a little bit of happier news, I did receive the job that I interviewed for on Monday. I just wanted to let you guys know because I know you guys have been praying for me and sending me good thoughts and prayers, and it really does mean the world to me. I start orientation on Monday, so I'm very excited, nervous, excited. You know how I am. But this is going to be a DVD show and tell. You have seen these DVDs in past videos. This is going to be like a favorites, movies that I can watch over and over and over, comfort movies. I remember last night when I woke up because of the storm, I put on The Princess Diaries, and I was able to go to sleep. There's just something about a great comfort movie, a movie that you can watch 100 times and not get tired of it. But before I get into the DVDs, I want to tell you guys about a movie that I watched last night. My mom watches a lot of movies, and the other day she was like, you need to watch this movie on Netflix called I Still Believe. It's about Jeremy Camp. It's based on a true story. So last night, I put my book down that I've been reading, and I watched it, and you guys, I was destroyed. I cried for like 2 hours. Like, I was destroyed, but I was also inspired. And I don't want to give any spoilers. Just know it was a wonderful movie. It was kind of one of those independent movies. I don't think it was out that long in theaters. And it's also an older movie. I think it's about 5 years old. But it was so good. So good. So if you are religious, or maybe you're just looking for a good movie, good tearjerker, inspirational movie, then I definitely recommend it. I was destroyed last night, you guys. Absolutely destroyed, but inspired at the same time. So I wanted to tell you guys about that movie first. Okay. Now, my favorite movie of all time is The Shack. You guys know that. I've mentioned that movie 1,000 times. I can watch it over and over and over and still get the same type of blessing, the same type of anointing every single time. That movie is so special to me. So that is my favorite movie of all time. I need to buy it on DVD, though. The last time I watched it, I think it was on YouTube, but I love that movie so much. Okay, second favorite movie is Forrest Gump. This movie was my #1 favorite movie for a long time. And I'm not the only one in my family that loves this movie. It stars, of course, Tom Hanks. Released in 1994. I'll try not to get in the light too much. Winner of 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. So, on the back it says, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." Forrest Gump is the movie triumph that became a phenomenon. Tom Hanks gives an astonishing performance as Forrest, and every man whose simple innocence comes to embody a generation. The winner of 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor. I am really, really surprised that Gary Sinise did not win, or I don't even think he was nominated, Best Supporting Actor for playing Lieutenant Dan. I will never understand that. Gary Sinise was also in I Still Believe. I think it was the last movie that he made, because I know he retired from acting recently. He plays the father, and I Still Believe. He plays Jeremy Kemp's father. This movie's so special to me. Everything about it. The acting, the music. But the last time I watched it, the more times I watched this movie, I realized, hold on. Okay, sorry. The more times I watch this movie, I realize the real villain in this movie is Jenny. Like, I know he loves her his whole life and everything, but the way she kind of strings him along, and I have like a love-hate relationship for her, because I get it, you know, taking drugs to bury your past, and she was abused by her father. I mean, I get it, I do, but I don't know. I have like a love-hate relationship with her, but I love this movie, and this is the special edition, which is nice. It's also a little windy outside today. I think the Weather Channel said 40-mile-per-hour winds, but it's sunny. It's the first time it's been sunny in days. But yes, I love Forrest Gump. I love it. The next one is Facing the Giants. This is another independent film. It was made by the Kendrick brothers, and they've directed a lot of movies like Courageous. I love a good underdog story. In his 6 years of high school football, Coach Grant Taylor has never led his Shiloh Eagles to a winning season. When faced with seemingly insurmountable professional and personal crisis, the idea of giving up has never come easier. It's only after an unexpected visitor challenges him to trust in the power of faith that he discovers the strength to persevere. I can watch this movie 1,000 times and never get tired of it. It was released in 2006. And a lot of my friends from high school were obsessed with this movie as well, and talked about it a lot. Especially, is it called FCA? They talked about it a lot in FCA. It's a very loved movie. And I love football movies. I almost put Facing the Giants. I mean, not Face, but Remember the Titans in this list as well. But it's not a movie I can watch 100 times and not get tired of it. I've watched it a few times, though, and I do love it. But this is pretty much the only football movie that I can watch 100 times and not get tired of it. Let's see if I can... Sorry. I'm trying to get the glow off of the DVD cases. Okay, my favorite Disney movie is The Lion King. This movie will forever be my favorite Disney movie. They don't make Disney movies like this anymore. It was released in, well, that's not right, 1994. And I was obsessed with this movie when I was 3 years old. Obsessed. I watched it every day. I had the VHS and I watched it every single day. I love how symbolic this movie is, especially being religious. I just love how symbolic it is. I love it. Experience the power and majesty that is The Lion King. With its unforgettable story, Academy Award-winning music, breathtaking animation, and beloved characters, you'll be inspired by the tale of Simba, the feisty lion cub who just can't wait to be king, and his journey to claim his place in the circle of life. Now in this dazzling 2-disc special edition, there is more to see than has ever been seen, with an all-new song, never-before-seen animation, plus specifically created bonus features that transport you into the world of The Lion King. I didn't know until a few years ago, maybe 10 years, that Matthew Broderick voices older Simba. I did not know that. This movie, you guys, it's just so good. So good. I love that quote. The past can hurt, but the way I see it is you can either run from it or learn from it. That's one of my favorite quotes of all time. Okay. Another childhood favorite, comfort movie for sure. Sorry, I've got my air conditioner off. So if I perspire at all, I'm sorry. That's why I keep wiping my face, just in case you guys were wondering. Matilda. I love this movie so much. For years after I watched this movie, I thought I was going to be a teacher because of Miss Honey. And Miss Honey used to give me ASMR when growing up, before I knew what ASMR was. It was released in 1996, so I was 5 years old. See the world from a kid's eye view with Matilda, a modern fairy tale that mixes hilarious humor with a magical message of love. Mrs. Doubtfire's Mara Wilson stars as Matilda, a super smart little girl who's woefully misunderstood by her parents, her brother, and an evil school principal. But with the help of a brave best friend and a wonderful teacher, Matilda discovers she doesn't have to get mad to get even. Filled with a subversive sense of wit and whimsy, Matilda is great comedy with a great message. The adults laugh as much, if not more, than the kids. I have so many memories watching this movie growing up. And I can still watch it to this day and get all the good feelings. The next, my favorite Reese Witherspoon movie used to be Sweet Home Alabama, but now I can't watch it the same. Now that I'm getting a divorce, I cannot watch it the same. And I know in Sweet Home Alabama, they always loved each other. And I don't hate anybody, but I don't love my ex. So I can't watch it the same anymore. But it used to be one of my all-time favorite movies, Sweet Home Alabama was. So I blame him for it just not being the same anymore, watching that movie. But this is definitely a close second. Reese Witherspoon is my favorite actress. I love her. I've always loved her. She's a California sorority girl who'll do anything to keep her man, even if it means going all the way to law school. Reese Witherspoon stars with Luke Wilson, Selma Blair, Matthew Davis, and Victor Garber in a knockout comedy with a heart of gold and hair to match. Elle Woods is a California blonde with couture clothes, fabulous friends, and the hottest boyfriend on campus. So when Warner Huntington III suddenly dumps her and heads for Harvard Law School, Elle takes matters into her own perfectly manicured hands. She enrolls too. Now getting Warner back should be a snap, right? Wrong. Elle's about to begin the toughest fight of her life for love, honor, justice, and a respect for blondes everywhere. This was released in 2001, so the same year, no, a year after she made Sweet Home Alabama. This movie is such a great movie about independency, if you guys know what I mean. Like, she realizes in the movie at the end that she doesn't need Warner anymore. You know, throughout the whole movie, she's like, I'm never going to be good enough for you, am I? But then she really starts to mold into law school, surprisingly. And then that ending that we all know, it's just another great kind of underdog story, I guess you could say. Inspiring. Okay. Probably my favorite rom-com of all time. I've seen this movie so many times, you guys. And I can literally turn on my TV after this video and watch it again. Like, it's just... And that is Overboard. I hate the remake with Anna Faris. Hated it. You don't remake a classic like this one and expect people to love it. I hated it. It stars Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, who are together in real life. And it's so funny. But I don't think it would fly nowadays. I'll read you the back. It's the craziest mix-up ever. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell dazzle the screen in this buoyant screwball comedy of memory making and memory faking. One of Hollywood's most dynamic screen pairs, Hawn and Russell make the most of every hilarious situation in this delightful riches to rags romance that's perfect entertainment for anyone who appreciates a great practical joke. Hawn is Joanna Staten, the pampered wife of a pretentious yacht-owning socialite. When their boat gets stuck for repairs, Joanna employs carpenter Dean Prophet to improve her closet space. But when Dean asks to be paid, he's blatantly turned down by the nothing is ever good enough for me Joanna. So when Joanna falls overboard and gets a bad case of amnesia, Dean takes advantage of the situation and a stroke of retributive genius tells her that she's his wife and the mother of his 4 unruly children. 4 boys. So yes, I don't think this movie would fly nowadays. People would be like, he lied to her, he used her. You know, people just don't have a sense of humor nowadays. This movie was released in 1987. I love it. Absolutely love it. The next one. I don't watch this movie a lot, but I feel like if I was to put it on, I could watch the whole thing and love it even more than the first time I saw it. But I don't think I've seen it as much as these others, but it's based on a true story, and I relate to it a lot, actually, and that is Riding in Cars with Boys. This movie has Drew Barrymore and Brittany Murphy. From celebrating director Penny Marshall comes the story of a girl who did everything wrong but got everything right. Make way for Beverly, a smart, beautiful young woman who can't wait to grow up, much to the frustration of her police sergeant father. Her life takes its first detour when she gets pregnant at age 16. The baby's father, her husband, turns out to need more mothering than her newborn son. But through all the trouble, Beverly makes a life that's more than she ever imagined. And lives a story that's waiting to be told. Join the ride and watch Beverly kick life where it counts. What's funny is my last name, for the time being, is Ray. And her husband's name in the movie is Ray. I relate. Other than I never got pregnant by my ex, but everything else in this movie, him being a drug addict and her having to take care of him, it's almost triggering in a way. That's probably why I don't watch it that much, but I still love it. It's my favorite Drew Barrymore movie. It was released in 2001. I'll be right back, guys, okay? I remember when my niece got old enough, I shared this movie with her, and she loves it too. Such a great movie. It's like a cult classic, in a way. Alright, my favorite animal movie of all time. I watched this with my brother Joe so many times. I remember it used to come maybe on Nickelodeon all the time. And we would watch it when he came down to visit us at the beach. And that is Homeward Bound. The first one. My cat Jasper, he is half Himalayan, so he looks almost exactly like Sassy, but he's gray. This thrilling and truly captivating theatrical hit from Disney has become an instant favorite with audiences of all ages. You'll lose your heart to Chance, a fun-loving American bulldog pup, Sassy, a hilarious Himalayan cat who lives up to her name, and Shadow, a wise old golden retriever, all of whom express themselves with very familiar human voices. The adventure begins when the loving owners of these irresistible pets are forced to leave them in the temporary care of a friend who lives hundreds of miles away. But after several days, the worried animals begin to think that their family must be in trouble, so they decide to head for home. On their incredible journey across the ruggedly beautiful Sierras, they encounter unexpected surprises from man, beast, and nature alike. It's an unforgettable story of love, courage, and devotion that will delight and inspire generations to come. I've always wanted a golden retriever because of this movie. always. I still do. Especially when they're puppies. They're so cute. I can't watch that scene with Sassy where she falls in the river without crying my eyes out, though. Like, out of every scene in this movie, including the ending, now that I'm a cat mom, I cannot watch that scene without crying my eyes out and cuddling Jasper. Seriously, so sad. Okay. This is a movie we used to watch a lot when I was younger. And it instilled my love for Michael Keaton. But I look back now, and I mean, I was a teenager, but still. And that is Night Shift. This is my favorite Henry Winkler movie. I love him. I love Henry. The world of Wall Street drove Charles Lumbey III up the wall. His new job at the New York City morgue is much quieter until Billy Blazkowski arrives one night, an idea man with more solutions than there are problems. Billy has a cool idea on how to liven things up. Directed by Ron Howard, Night Shift is a breakneck comedy rife with ideas mostly hysterical. Oh, sorry, Henry Winkler, sorry. Did I say Winkler or Winkler? Is a low-key, lumley, and a delightfully offbeat performance. Cheers alumni Shelley Long also scores in a role light years from prim barmaid Diane, but the casting triumph is Michael Keaton in his movie debut, so this was his first movie, as Billy Blaze, launching a Reach career ranging from Beetlejuice to Batman to Jackie Brown. Is this a great country or what? This movie was released, that's not right, 1982. Sorry. It said 1999, but I think that's when the DVD was released. Yeah, his grand idea is for Chuck. He calls him Chuck instead of Charlie. Chuck is for Chuck and Billy to use the morgue as pretty much they become pimps. Yeah. Ever since two enterprising young men turned the city morgue into a swinging business, people have been dying to get in. This movie is so freaking funny. I love Michael Keaton in this movie. But it does have a pretty good amount of nudity. So don't watch it around your kids. But I love their friendship in this movie between Chuck and Billy. I love it. It's like a love-hate relationship. And then, of course, there's a little romance thrown in there, which is nice. You guys know I love romance. But this movie, it's so funny, you guys. It's so freaking funny. Slapstick comedy is what I call it. My favorite Nicholas Sparks movie. This is one of the only movies I can watch over and over. I usually don't love movies that make me cry, but this movie is different. I think it's the only Nicholas Sparks. I don't know whose dog is barking, but I'm sorry if you can hear that. This is the only Nicholas Sparks movie that didn't feel like it had to throw in like nudity and a sex scene. I think this is the only one he's ever made that didn't have like a sex scene in it. And I love that. And it's faith-based. So, and that is A Walk to Remember. I was obsessed with Shane West after this movie. And I still love Mandy Moore to this day. Love brings together what peer pressure and lifestyles seek to keep apart in this coming-of-age story based on a bestseller by Nicholas Sparks and directed by Adam Shankman. Multi-platinum recording star Mandy Moore plays Jamie, a preacher's daughter whose self-confidence doesn't depend on the opinions of others. Shane West plays Landon, who's skating through high school on looks and bravado. Excuse me. But when events thrust him into Jamie's world, he begins an unexpected journey he'll never forget. Trust, hope, goals, faith, unconditional love. They're the remarkable steps to a life changed and of a walk to remember. This movie was released in 2002. This is when I started loving 2 Corinthians chapter 13, I think. Love is patient, love is kind. She mentions it in this movie. And the chemistry was great. I remember watching this on DVD years ago and putting the commentary on. The commentary was the director, Mandy, and Shane. And it was just so much fun listening to them talk about certain scenes that they did. So romantic and so sad, but in a way not, because she changed his life just as much as he changed hers. Great movie, so good. Another comfort movie is The Parent Trap. Another movie I used to have on VHS. With Lindsay Lohan. I'm so happy for her, you guys. She is sober now and looking the best that she's ever looked. She has a kid. She's married. And I'm just so freaking happy for her. But this movie, Dennis Quaid. This started my obsession with Dennis Quaid. What makes this special edition of The Parent Trap so cool isn't just that you get to enjoy Lindsay Lohan's amazing theatrical debut, but that's filled with bonus material. Hallie Parker, a hip Californian, and Annie James, a proper London miss, are identical twins who don't even know each other exist until they accidentally meet at summer camp. Now they're up to their freckles and schemes and dreams to switch places and get their parents, Dennis Quaid and Natasha Richardson, R.I.P., back together and have the family they've always wished for. I love the ending to this movie. I cry every single time. Every time. Natasha Richardson, man. They said she looks so much like Princess Diana in this movie. And I have to agree. She was just so beautiful. I know this was a remake, but I didn't like the original. But I love this one. It was released in, when was it released? 19-something. Hold on, I will find it. Maybe not. It was, I don't know. 1998 or 1999, I think. Comfort movie, a movie I can put on even to this day and watch it the whole way through. I'm a big comfort movie person. Okay, the last three are actually holiday movies because I love Christmas. It's my favorite. Okay, let's start with the Thanksgiving one first. Me and my mama used to watch this. We still do. Every year, every Thanksgiving, we watch this. And I remember growing up and us watching it every single year. And that is Home for the Holidays. Director Joey Foster dishes up a heaping helping of holiday hilarity with this laugh-out-loud comedy from screenwriter W.D. Richer about family, food, finding acceptance with the people you love. In a span of 36 hours, Claudia Larson has managed to lose her job, make out with her boss, and learn that her daughter is planning to go all the way. But Claudia's fortunes actually take a turn for the worst. She flies home to endure an even more grueling trial, the family Thanksgiving. Beset by a neurotic mother who is played by Anne Bancroft, kooky father, eccentric brother Robert Downey Jr., and compulsively normal sister, Claudia struggles to maintain her calm, but as sparks fly, tempers flare, and turkeys go airborne, Claudia manages to recapture the zaniness of her childhood, discover that the most important things in life are the memories she shares with family, and for that she can only be thankful. And Dylan McDermott is also in this movie. Don't get him mistaken with Dermot Mulroney. Did I say Dylan McDermott? Dylan McDermott. Dermot Mulroney. I always get them mixed up. But he's so cute. He's so cute. He was in, pretty sure he was in Nip Tuck. No, maybe not. I forgot what other movie. Oh, Still Magnolias. He plays Julia Roberts' husband, Still Magnolias. And he's so adorable. He plays Claudia's love interest. Even though at the beginning of the movie, she thinks that it's her brother's new boyfriend. You can tell that Robert Downey Jr. is high off his butt in this movie, though. But that's okay. I still love him. I still love him in this movie. Okay, the last two are Christmas. The Family Stone. Oh, Home for the Holidays was released in 1995. I know this movie is very controversial. You either love it or you hate it. I love it. This is another one that me and my mama watch every single year. An incredible all-star cast shines in this deliriously funny comedy that balances heart and humor. Corporate executive Meredith Morton is as uptight and ultra-conservative as her pinstripe designer suit. Her boyfriend, Everett Stones, who is played by Dermot Mulroney, family is as relaxed and quirky as their aging New England colonial. So when Meredith ventures out of Manhattan to meet Everett's clan, it's no wonder her arrival is met with all the enthusiasm of a nasty nor'easter. But one surprise guest, two shocking romances, and several beers later, Meredith's icy exterior begins to thaw, and she may just melt the hearts of the family stone. So you got Diane Keaton, Luke Wilson, I love him in this movie, Sarah Jessica Parker, Dermot Mulroney, Claire Danes, Craig T. Nelson, Rachel McAdams, another one of my favorite actresses. I love her. This was released in 2005. I thought it was actually a lot older than that. Wow. I was 14 when this movie came out. I can't wait for Christmas. I mean, I can wait, but this movie is so special to me. And then the last one is The Family Stone is my favorite Christmas movie. But this is a close second. And that is The Family Man with Nicolas Cage. Jack. By the way, that is one of my favorite boy names. If anybody cares. I keep seeing that name everywhere. Jack. Gideon is also another one of my favorite boy names, but Jack is, that name has just always been special to me ever since, well, the movie Jack with Robin Williams, Jack from Titanic, Jack in this movie. I just really love that name, Jack. Okay, he is a single, wealthy Wall Street trader living the high life in New York City. All that magically changes one morning when he wakes up in a suburban New Jersey bedroom with a wife who is played by Tia Leone. He never married, and 2 kids he never had. The life he would have led if he had made different choices as a younger man. Find out what it takes for a single-minded businessman to become the family man. This wonderful comedy about second thoughts and second chances. It's almost like It's a Wonderful Life type of story. He's this hot businessman, you know, not like looks-wise, but hotshot businessman. And he runs into an angel one night and gets put into this life that he would have been in if he had made different choices. If he had married his college sweetheart. It's just really good. I love The Family Man. But anyways, you guys, that is it. Once again, my prayers, my thoughts and prayers are going out to everyone affected by the tornado outbreak last night. And I love you guys, and I'll be talking to you soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.